We talk about that electric push, all these new EVs in the market. It's not like we're only getting these in India or Tesla's coming to India. Even supercars are slowly getting there. Well, at least the stepping stone, which is a hybrid engine. And it's not just any supercar, it's one of the world's most popular supercars. It's the Lamborghini. So I thought, we get a lot of EVs on the show. Let's see how Lamborghini is embracing technology to give you, well, an absolute beast. Or shall I say, a bull. I'll see you there. Fun fact, every time Lamborghini launches a new product, they name it after a popular bull. This one's named after the Revuelto. Now, this is a big launch for Lamborghini here in India, 0 to 100 in under 2.5 seconds. How are they managing to do this? This is their first super sports hybrid with a V12. Now, there's a lot of tech on the inside, a lot of attention to design. It looks like a Lamborghini, it feels like a Lamborghini, but it's got that special futuristic twist. Now, we're going to tell you what's happening on the inside of the car, and then a very special conversation to tell you what the secret sauce is all about. All right, I'm sat here in the cockpit, literally, because they believe it's a pilot sort of architecture for every Lamborghini owner. Of course, this is truly like a cockpit, but this particular UX extends across 3 screens. And what's special with this Lamborghini is that they have a screen over here with essential information for the passenger as well. So the co-pilot clearly has a role to play. And when you're talking about the co-pilot, you could talk about perhaps, well, backseat driving or neighboring seat driving. But over here, you have essential information, which looks really cool because the design language on this screen flows seamlessly to this separate, distinct screen with similar fonts and language, and then moves over here as well. The color with this orange and all of this machinery on display genuinely makes you feel like putting your foot on the pedal and taking this for a long drive. All right, we brought you up to speed about the Lamborghini Revuelto. This is hybrid tech at its finest, but there's so many more questions I have. What's the whole electrification push all about? What's the team thinking about this launch, and how will India respond to this grand launch? All that in the conversation coming up next. On Tech Today, we love bringing you the latest technologies, EVs. What if I told you that one of your favorite, most aspirational supercars is now coming with a futuristic twist? I have with me the Lamborghini Revuelto and the 2 men at the launch event behind this big launch, Francesco Scardaoni and, of course, Sharad Agarwal. Gentlemen, what a pleasure to have you on Tech Today.
Thank you. Thank you so much for your time.
Sharad, I'd like to start off by asking you about this particular launch. It's a monumental one for Lamborghini, especially considering this is the 60-year anniversary celebration for you guys as well. And this is a vehicle which will be loved, and I can tell you this, by a lot of Indian customers. What do you think the response has been like with this initial reveal for us? And what are your expectations with this particular super sports car?
I mean, the response has been phenomenal, and we are pretty excited. The kind of feedback that we are getting from our customers, fans, and also the super sports car enthusiasts in the country. The kind of order bank that we have already for this car, which is making us to, cover the production up to 2025 and running into 2026, clearly demonstrate, the kind of response that we are getting. And, at Lamborghini, we always said that when we are moving into this path towards electrification, our strategy called Tauri, we always said that we don't want to be the first, but we want to be the best. And that's what we have done with the Revuelto, We have always put the performance and the emotions on the top for our customers. And that's why we see the kind of response that we are receiving from the market, from our customers.
Yeah, something I want to pick up on, not necessarily finishing first, but doing it best. Francesco, that's an interesting philosophy, because if you look at this particular vehicle and the larger scheme of the product lineup for Lamborghini, there's the Lanzador that you guys have announced globally as well, a fully electric, something that we're waiting to see here in India as well. how do you see this electric vision panning out over the next few years? Is Lamborghini really excited about this? Because it's a tricky one for you guys as well, because there's so many V12 enthusiasts. This is a stepping stone showing us what Lamborghini is, in which direction you're heading. But how do you see that electric vision panning out?
Yeah, I mean, the Revuelto shows clearly that, every time we design a new car, also in a world that is changing dramatically with digitalization and electrification, we are always consistent with our brand and consistent with our DNA. So the hybridization at Lamborghini showed that we didn't trade off anything. We didn't compromise in hybridizing a car. We added more features, additional things to the car, making the Revuelto driving smoother, better, faster than the car before. So this is the approach of Lamborghini, again, consistent with our DNA. The way we see the future is written in our Direzione Portatori, so the direction to the future electrification path for Lamborghini, that sees the introduction of the Revuelto in 2023 as a flagship, still with the V12 naturally aspirated engine. And actually, we are proudly one of the few manufacturers still keeping the V12 naturally aspirated engine alive on a super sport car. So in 2024, then we will introduce first the Urus hybrid, and in the second part of the year, the new Huracan hybrid. And this will allow us to reach a challenging target of 50% CO2 reduction with, the largest investment ever released by Lamborghini, 1.9 billion euro. And then the second part of the decade, we will basically introduce the fourth model that will be the first pure electric Lamborghini concept car, Lanzador, as you mentioned, released in Pebble Beach. We received amazing feedback, and also in this case, we showed how Lamborghini can be consistent to its DNA also when stepping into a future product by creating a car, especially by creating a body type that doesn't exist, called Ultra GT. So it has the shape of a GT, but it's not a GT. It's higher like a it's high like a crossover, but it's not a crossover. So it's really unique body type. Two-door sports seats, that will take the company to the new electric future.
Absolutely, Sharad, that's interesting because when we talk about the design language, if I were to spot this from a distance, and anyone could look at the logo and say this is a Lamborghini. The way it sounds, the way it looks, it's unique, it's one of a kind. But even since we are moving towards a fully electric vision at some point, it's interesting how Lamborghini's managed to make the design language so seamless. It's still so attractive for people who are petrol heads and people who really want that naturally aspirated engine as well. How do you see Indian customers responding to this in terms of, is this something that you think is the need of the hour here in India, Sharad?
See, when it is about the design of a Lamborghini, it has to be consistent with our DNA, okay? And if you look at right from the first model to the Miura to Countach, and also the LM002 or the current generation of cars, be it Aventador, Huracan or the Urus, we have been always consistent with our DNA, and also we work on a philosophy of feel like a pilot, and that is what inspires all the design and also the performance and the development at Lamborghini. And I will say, when you look at Revuelto, yes, it absolutely looks a Lamborghini, a head turner, and also a car which is not only designed in a way to make people look and excite, but also a performance and emotion what it delivers, which is better than the previous models. So yes, people are seeing a lot of excitement in the market, and like I said before, also from our fans, from our customers, and also from future prospects. And that is what is clearly demonstrated also in the kind of response that we are receiving from the market.
You mentioned it should be an experience like one of a pilot or a cockpit. This one is interesting because now you have the passenger screen as well, which is really seamless in terms of how it blends in with the driver experience as well.
Yeah, like Francesco is always saying that, when we are doing the hybrid, we are looking at that how do we bring more features, more comfort, more emotions and more performance. And it is also one of the most important steps as we are moving into the more digitization.
Yes.
Okay, to have a human-machine interface which is more engaging for the driver and also for the co-pilot. And that is why you see 3 screens inside the Revuelto, and also you see the next generation of connected features, and also the seamless usage of apps from the center screen to the side screen. So it is at our core that, we are aligning and being the best in every aspect, also the digital life.
Sharad, you said it in such a smooth, monotone right out there. You delivered it perfectly. But the tech geek in me, when you mention some of the things, my heart skipped a beat, because those are features which we'd love to see in a supercar like this. And Francesco, that's what I wanted to come to. This human-machine interface, the focus on ADAS, some of these other features, the design language. As the world evolves and the customer evolves, it seems like luxury car makers like Lamborghini also understand the need to create a product for a tech-forward or a tech-first customer.
Again, it's important to create a futuristic product. And this is what we are good at Lamborghini. Then if you see the line starting from the design of this car, you can understand that it's a new design language for Lamborghini, but still you can find lines from our V12 history. The periscope line, the shoulder of the Diablo. So you can see our heritage, but still with a new design language that anticipates the future. Again, looks like a spaceship, and inside, the spaceship, there's an alien. So if you see the interior of the car, it looks like an alien, And it was important, again, also to be in this futuristic approach of the interior, having screens inside the car, also with the co-pilot, and having a human-machine interface available for driver and co-pilot, like the latest trends of digitalization that you can see in those new cars that everyone is introducing with big screens. So of course, in a super sport car, a big screen wouldn't fit much. Also because we are always caring about the weight, which is important for handling. And so, by having this setup of the 3 screens is the perfect combination in terms, user experience.
Absolutely. It's interesting with the portfolios that you guys look at, you have a bird's eye view of India, the region, and globally. And if you look at how the Indian market has evolved, Francesco, I'd like to start off by really pointing that question to you. If you look at how the Indian market has evolved over the years, it's one of the fastest growing markets for most luxury car makers, especially for Lamborghini. How do you see, the India vision shaping up vis-a-vis the region and the world in terms of Lamborghini's global plans?
Yeah, within the region, but within the world as well, India became more and more important with a growth trend that is pretty unique, I would say. Also, in the last few years, we saw like the luxury car market landscape develop, grew pretty fast. But what we see is that this is a growth that it's set on a growing economy.
Yes.
And also growing infrastructures. So we believe that this could be a stable growth. Okay. So we believe that India has a lot of potential for Lamborghini to grow, and that's the reason why India became, more and more important for Lamborghini during the years, and also in the next years to come, we will always focus on India, but like one of the, top markets for our Asia Pacific regions, but also for the world.
And the man really behind that growth, spearheading the growth, is here with us as well. Sharad, congratulations on the leaps and bounds that Lamborghini has grown in India and the world. But with the India business, these are the sort of products that are being announced. We're talking about the product cycle in terms of what's happening in the world. It's not like we're getting technologies or products much later now. It's almost in sync with the rest of the world. So there's a key focus on India. How do you see that growing in the short to medium term at least?
Oh, like Francesco was mentioning that, India is one of the important and strategic market for the region and also for the worldwide. So, the way to demonstrate is to bring our latest models to the market so that the customers here can drive and enjoy them here. And we have been demonstrating this for last many years, bringing the models to the market. Also, not only them bringing some of the exclusive limited edition cars to the market and also launching them in the market. And we are not only just focusing on them because car is only one part of our business strategy. We are also focusing a lot in terms of curating experiences for our customers, because Lamborghini is not a car which you drive from A to B, it's an experience which you bring home. So we are creating a lot of high-on lifestyle experiences for our customers in this country to engage with them. Like, for example, beginning of this year, we had curated a dirt drive experience on a dirt racetrack for Urus Performante, because for the first time we also had the rally mode inside the car. And recently we also celebrated the 60th anniversary of Lamborghini in India with the Experience Giro. We had 60 Lamborghini owners having an adventure of their lifetime, driving their Lamborghini across the magnificent landscape, enjoying the palaces and the dunes and the magnificence of the Thar Desert, and having an experience with this Lamborghini. So it's a strategy which is not only about models, but also how we bring a total holistic ownership experience to our customers. And that's what we are driving in, because we believe that the market has a lot more potential to grow in the time to come.
Absolutely, it has a lot more potential to grow in the time to come. And I hope the next time we do this, it might be on a dirt track or on ice. I don't know. Francesco, thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
Welcome to India. And Sharad, pleasure as always meeting you. Thank you so much for joining us on Tech Today.
If you like the video, do like, comment, share and subscribe.